Good morning, stamping friends. How is everyone doing today? My name is Lorri Heiling, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And normally I show you my face in the beginning, but I had mouth surgery, and you do not want to see this. I am swollen like a little gopher here. So I'm just going to show my hands today, and I'll try to make do. And if I talk a little funny, it's because I have stitches in my mouth. In case you're wondering, I had gum surgery where they take skin from your cheek and stitch it to your gum line because my gums are receding. So that's a little bit, I know, TMI, but I know that I do like to welcome you in person with my face, but today's just a little bit different, so that's why you're just getting my hands here. But we are going to make a really cute Valentine project, I should say. We are running out of days because if you want to order Valentine products, you still have time if you order soon, and then by the time you get this, you'll still have some time to whip out some projects. So this may be my last Valentine example to share with you today. We are going to use a card base of basic white thick cardstock, and this is 8.5 by 5.5 inches, and I scored it on the long side at 4 1/4. And I'm going to grab my bone folder and just fold that in half on the score line. Make a nice crisp edge with your bone folder. All right, now the next layer we are going to take just basic white. We don't need the thick for this layer because basically it's just going to hold cardstock. And then we're going to take some designer series paper, one little piece here, and let me show you what this is from. It's called Sweet Talk 12 by 12 designer series paper, and it's really a cute set of paper because it has such fun colors here as well. And this piece is going to be 3 3/4 by 1.5 inches, and this one is 5 by 3 3/4 inches. So what we're going to do is just adhere the designer series paper on the left side and just match it up. It should be the exact size. And then we are going to take our linen ribbon that coordinates with this. We're just going to cover up that seam. And so what I do is just, let's see how big this is. This is probably about 4 inches or so. Actually 5 inches. So just cut a little strip like that, and then we're going to flip it over and just add some adhesive on the back of this, and then we'll just make that ribbon stick right to it. I think I lined it up, but I usually adhere one side and then just make it straight like that. All right. All right, now we can adhere this. Actually, I think I'm going to stamp on it first before we adhere it because we're going to use dimensionals under this. The stamp that I'm using is called Sweet Conversations, and it goes with this product, Sweet. And I haven't used the XO yet, and whenever I sign my name, like for my grandkids and my kids and my hubby, well, really anyone, I usually put XOXO on it. So I'm going to use that. That's kind of my trademark. And let me grab blank piece of paper so I don't accidentally stamp on my background piece. And then we're going to use Blushing Bride, which is a coordinating color for this Sweet. And I just placed the stamp side by side on my acrylic block. And I want this super light, so I'm going to go stamp off once. And I'm going to start on the right side because I want this to not go off the edge, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. So it's XOXO right across the top. Now my next step is going to be my Happy Valentine's sentiment. So I'm just going to use real red on this, and it's going to go full strength right on top of what I just stamped, and just kind of line it up in the center as best as you can, like that. And you'll want to make sure you stamp off on that because you don't want the pink to overpower the red, and then it kind of gets lost in there. All right, now I think we can go ahead and put this on the front of our cardstock, and we will use dimensionals and just put them on the 4 corners. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? I made reservations last night for one of our favorite restaurants, and we actually have company coming into town, and so I made reservation for 4. I'm assuming they'll want to go along, but if not, we'll just go the 2 or maybe 3 of us. Our son has a girlfriend now, so I don't know. He probably will be with her that day and not want to be with his parents. So we'll see. All right, let's put this on the front of our card, and I really like tone on tone, and so this isn't going to be too busy of a card. Whoops, it keeps wanting to stick before I get this put down. All right, let's go right there. All right, now we have this nice white space here that we need to fill, and I have an idea here. We are going to take Blushing Bride cardstock, and this is going to be 2 inches by 3 1/4 inch. And what I did was I die cut the heart already, and I'm going to show you where I found this die. I was looking for the exact right size for in the middle. I found it right here. It's called Bouquet of Love Hybrid Embossing Folder, and I have used this before, but look at how teeny tiny it is here. It's easy to miss this in the catalog. But do you see this, all these hearts and the dies? It's that smaller one right here. So that one was back ordered, but it's back in stock, so you can get that one. And just in case you're curious, it's about 1¼ inches by maybe 1¼ So, and then on the long side, I made a 1/2 inch score line right here. So we are just going to fold on that score line like this. Can you tell what this is yet? I'm not going to tell you quite yet, but you can fold on there because we want to know where that line is. Now flip it over to the back side. I guess there's not really a front and back, but what we're going to do is make a little shaker box. And so you're going to need foam adhesive strips. And before we put those on though, we are going to take a window sheet. This window sheet is about 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 inches. And we want this to go right on top of the heart. Now the best way to adhere this, at first I was going to just use glue dots in the corner, but that's going to leave a gap in between everything else. So we really need to just put our adhesive all the way around it, and it's okay if it goes off the edge because this is just scrap underneath, all right? And then once you have that done, just stick that window sheet on top like this. We want to make sure, like I said, that it's secure all the way around. All right, now we're going to build the little shaker box, and I don't think we need this anymore. So take your foam adhesive strips, and we're going to make it solid because we don't want anything to get out that's inside here. Now, before we put this on our card front, we want to fill it with confetti. So what I did was I took the dies that go with the set, and let me grab this for you. There's so many little hearts. Look at all these. And so I just placed all those hearts in all different colors. I mostly used pastels. See if I can recognize what I used again. I used Blushing Bride, Fresh Freesia, So Saffron, Pale Papaya. The green is Soft Seafoam, Pool Party. I think I hit them all. And what you're going to do is just sprinkle some inside. Right? Not too many, otherwise it won't have that effect. I think I need a couple more blues though, and maybe not quite as many pink. All right, now we're ready to place this on the card. Now the hard part is flipping this over so that they don't all fall out. So I think what I'm going to do is actually set them on here, and I'll just pile them in the middle. But I should have tried this before I went on camera. I forgot that you have to do a flip. All right, now I'm just gonna, like I said, pile them in the center. Now this is gonna be our little Sweet Conversations candy box. So it's gonna look like candy is in the middle. And so we want to center this like they're falling down. And we will just put this on at an angle like this. And now you can see that they shake in there. And we do, whoops, one slipped out here. Let me grab that one. All right, now to get the full effect of them falling out of the candy box, we want to crease that heart. We are going to place them falling out of the box. And what you're going to need is your multi-purpose liquid glue. And you are definitely going to need your pick tool. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, my glue started coming out before I was squeezing it. We are just going to start adding, and I'm just going to make some little dots where I want them to go, and use your pick tool like I said, and just randomly make them come out of the box, and make some sideways, some upside down. We're going to layer some, but we just want them to be kind of sprinkled on here like they're coming out. And then I'm going to put a couple kind of hanging off the edge here. Let's see if I used all the colors. Do you guys like the Brock's Sweet Conversation hearts? I do, but I don't think I can eat them with my mouth, the situation it is. Maybe it'll save me some calories. There, now you can tell it looks like it's sprinkled and coming out. I'm going to put one more that's kind of like, I guess that's all right. I was going to say I could make them halfway under the box, but that's all right. Okay, let me clear the area, and this is our little Conversation Heart candy box. I actually saw the concept of a box on Pinterest from years and years ago, almost when Pinterest first came out, but I totally redesigned it. But I just saw the little box idea, so that's where I got that from. But it was different size, different shape. Sometimes I just need that starting point, so that's something Pinterest is good for. It kind of gets your mojo going. Now, one other thing I want to talk about is, and I wish I could have my face showing you because I'm super excited about the special offer they have for new demonstrators. So remember, if you are interested in buying all of your Stampin' Up! Products at a discount, you can sign up to be a discount shopper. That just means that you purchase a starter kit and it's only $99, but you get to choose $125 worth of products. In addition to that, you can choose, actually you get 2 stamp sets for free in addition to the starter kit. So it's just really a great deal right now, and it's only during celebration. So you only have through February 28th to get in on this great deal. I would love to have you join my team. There's so many perks to being part of a community. We do swapping, it's voluntary with my team. We have Facebook Lives once a month, and there's just so many ways you can get involved if you'd like to. We have our own private Facebook page, and I'm even doing a weekend for some of my achievers on my team. So there's just a lot of things packed in, but like I said, it's all voluntary, but you are definitely going to be inspired by people on our team. Also, if you see any products that you're interested in, please use my host code right up here. And by the way, did you know if your order is over $35, you will receive my free 3 cards that I showcase for Creative You. I will send you the cutout pieces and the PDF so that you can assemble them, and that's my way of saying thank you so much for your business. So again, the order has to be $35 or more, and you have to use the host code. And remember, if you bump it up to $50, you'll get a free celebration set or product of your choice. So take advantage of celebration. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you visiting my YouTube live channel. And I am live on Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Arizona time. I hope that you'll come back and join me. And I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day, even if it is a couple weeks away. Take care, guys. And thanks again for joining me.